have this incredible opportunity to come to Overland Park Regional in the emergency department, where we're a close-knit family and we help each other out. We see patients that they're at their worst, and or they need something. And as a team, we're there to help each other, help them.
Your patients, you treat them like family. You walk in that room, you don't know that could be your uncle there, or your brother, your mom. So your patients are your family. They don't know what's going on. And it's a mind, body, and soul thing with these people, like a connection.
In our ER family, we all have different interests and hobbies, and Markie asked me to work for her a couple weeks so that she could go deer hunting with her family.
So my hunting partner took me down to one of his friends that makes knives. And I asked these friends of his, I said, well, what do you guys do? And they said, what do you do? And I said, I'm an ER nurse at Overland Park. And she said, oh my gosh, do you know Hallie? And Hallie is at work right at this minute, working my shift as I'm standing in her living room. And I said, oh my gosh, yes, I love Hallie so much. And she proceeds into this incredible story of why Hallie is, she said, I still think about Hallie every single day.
This chance meeting that Markie had while I was working for her, she was a trauma patient in our emergency room department. She was involved in a crossover front end collision. Her seatbelt was on and her airbags deployed. At the time, she was 7 months pregnant, expecting her third child. So she came into the ER with some bumps and bruises, and she informed me she was 7 months pregnant. So I tried to find heart tones on the baby, and I couldn't find them. So I called the doctor in, and we did a bedside ultrasound, and the doctor informed this patient that she had lost her baby. And she cried, and I cried. And so I stayed with her and her husband, and had this unique opportunity to kind of help them get through the evening with all the medical stuff. She said, I don't know really how I'm going to get through these next couple hours. And so I clocked out, and I thought, I'm going to sit here with her. And I did. And they had a boy, and I made sure she was comfortable and okay. And I think about her, every day. Every day I work.
The patient told me, she said, Hallie sat with me at the head of my bed. She sat with me and she cried with me and let me cry. And my husband was upset. She took care of my husband. She didn't leave me for a second. She said that Hallie clocked out and stayed with her through the whole entire everything. She said if this baby was a girl, they were going to name her Hallie. So they didn't have names picked out either. It was a boy. And as I'm standing in their living room, she points at the wall and said, turn around. And she said, that's my baby. And, said that every day. There's not a day goes by that she doesn't think about Hallie. And she's still included in their prayers, and she was such a godsend for them.
We all have this unique opportunity when we put on our blue scrubs and put our badge on and throw our stethoscope around our necks, that we meet incredible people.
Absolutely, that's why we do what we do.
Incredible stories, and for us to be a part of that story is truly a gift. I don't feel like I did anything extra. I feel like any nurse at any given time presented with the same situation that works at Overland Park Regional would have done the same thing I did.
But you did. You did. You went above and beyond, and they still think about you every day. That's what she said. Yeah. You touched their lives. You made their lives better.
It's very common knowledge for us to do the things we do, but our patients don't understand what's going on. So it's our job to identify why they're there, what their need is, and to educate them and help them navigate through this process of medical care. And as you help them understand, what's going on with their medical care, they help us. We have this unique opportunity to be a part of people's lives, and you can't get a better job than that.
At Overland Park Regional,
we give the heart and soul of caring to every patient.